Hey, konnichiwa, it's Gray from Akasashi's tea house over in Japan. How you doing? Are you good? Are you Genki? Yes, it's Wednesday evening here in Japan. I've got another comic book review for you, a new one. It's Absolute Batman, issue 13, Abomination Part 5. Written by Scott Snyder, art by Nick Dragotta, colours Frank Martin, great colours by the way in this, letters Clayton Coles, and it is $4.99 for this. Yeah. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to go into a bit more detail after the story summary, look inside the book, and give my score at the end, by the way. So if you want to check the score, you can skip to the end. But if you skip to the end, you'll miss the best part, which is looking inside the book. But as you can see by this awesome cover here, main cover by Nick Dragotta, absolute Catwoman's in this, Selina, with a really cool dark goldfish bowl helmet going on. And yeah, it's good character development in this, I'll say that for a start. You get it's a slower issue. You get more time spent with Bruce and Selina, both in the past and present, and it gets a bit sexy as well, folks. Quite surprised me that. Also get a big character reveal, new design for a famous Batman character. If you've probably seen the spoilers, if you've been on the internet, you've probably seen them. Bleeding Cool, they blew it. They dropped the spoilers a few days ago, I think. But yeah, without going into too much here, the other cover, by the way, let's just double checking, it's a Stanley Art Germ Lau variant. There's quite a few incentive covers, quite hard to get, some of them beautiful, but yeah, I'll show a couple more at the end of the review. But I enjoyed it. Say it's not as amazing for me as the last issue. That was just a banger, wasn't it? It was crazy, balls out and everything. This one, it's a little bit slower, but still enjoyed it. Great art by Nick Dragotta. I like it. There's been a little bit of criticism I've seen in a few reviews, but I think it's great. Good colours as well. So yeah, let's have a look. Let's get into the story. Let's see what it's all about, because this is not what the solicit promised. It's not the final showdown with Bane. That is coming probably next issue. Okay, so please keep watching as we take a look inside the book. I do give a spoiler warning, by the way, towards the end of the look inside the book. So yeah, just listen out for that if you don't want the character spoiled. I'm sure you know who it is. Here we go. Okay, we open with Bruce and Selina smooching on a train. Selina's talking about how she was impressed with the way Bruce dealt with Falcone. If you remember in last issue, they went to meet him at a golf course and they were going to bet a load of money on Wayland to win the fight against Bibbo. Bruce quotes something about, "If the rules aren't fair, right, Kyle?" And then Selina's saying, "This is how Wayland wins, how we all win." So we're going to get quite a bit of background in this issue with Bruce and Selina when they're young and current day as well. We already saw with a wonderful cover, this is going to be about absolute Catwoman, and she plays a major role in this issue. After a page turn, we're greeted with this big double page spread, Abomination. Again, that's this story arc. It's part 5, folks. We see what I think is the back of Bruce. It's not Bane. Yeah, it's Bruce with his venomed veins all popping out, looking pretty scary. Jesus, look at his lats. They're huge. Then I wanted to share the next 2 pages. Just give you a look at some of Nick Dragotta's art. Looking pretty cool. We've got Batman now, current day, asking why Selina's here. She makes a joke about the ears matching, but basically Bruce's mother had called her and, he'd been missing for months, so she was worried. But Batman is Batman AF in this. It's like, I don't need your help. Then she's having a dig at Alfred, who she kind of dispatched quite easily last issue. She's got that weird cat o' nine tails, whatever it is, wrapped around his neck. Have a look here at this. He has a bit of a dig at Catwoman, and then look at the expression on the second page. Top 2 panels. It's classic. Just let me zoom in and show you a bit more. I just love that expression of Alfred. Look at him with his eyes popping open. Wah! Then we go from Batman telling her to leave to this next scene here. What's going on? They're having a good time, aren't they? Wow, it gets a bit steamy in Absolute Batman for the first time. I've got to say, I do like Frank Martin's colouring here. It's pretty cool. Nice colour, especially with the right-hand side with the sunrise or the sunset. Here we have Selina asking, like, what did they do to you? She's looking at Bruce's body. There it is, all the venomed veins. Then there's an interesting comment here from Bruce. He's talking about Catwoman's helmet, saying, "It looks a lot like the gear Black Mask uses." And then we get this little line here. Bruce is asking, "You want to go on a date?" Come on, it's just an excuse to get this great page here, isn't it? Look at them both, jumping out into action, into the sky. Batman's angle is pretty awesome. Look how thick his knee is and his leg there. Amazing. Look at the size of his boots. Let's zoom in and enjoy this absolute Batman here in the sky. Followed by absolute Catwoman. What do you think of the designs? Do let me know in the comments. Great double page here, really like it. Look at the detail in the panels. Nick Dragotta's art, it really works for me. Although I've heard some criticism that maybe this issue looks a bit rushed more than the others, but I can't see it. I think it's decent, really. Well, not more than decent, I really like it, as you can tell. So the date they were going on is basically Batman is introducing Catwoman to the Red Hood, an outlaw collective, hacking, disruption. They had a kind of loose alliance with Batman, which, as far as I know, wasn't really set up. But anyway, you remember him, he told them to stand down in the last issue. And we see a group of red hooded people, not sure if they're men or women. One's carrying a big axe. Batman says he wants to speak to their leader, but they attack. Then we see Catwoman, she suddenly pulls out this weird looking, almost like a pulse rifle from Aliens, and she starts shooting them all. Bruce is like, "What are you doing? They're just kids." You know I hate kids. But then it turns out they're just sedatives, they're darts, what do you call it, stun darts. But then one of the guys has got a rocket launcher, is it? A bazooka? Fire in the heart. Gets cut off. Batman pushes Catwoman out of the way and then goes a massive shoulder charge into, I think it's a Ferris wheel, isn't it? Like he hits it that hard. It falls over, he knocks it on its side. How crazy is that? You can see the Red Hood guy there. He's like, his missile launcher, whatever, his bazooka's going off and just disappearing somewhere. Who knew Batman was that strong? But is he, or is it something he's using? We will find out. Catwoman's worried. She's like, what the hell was that? She's about to ask, are you all right? And we get this, get away from me now. He's going crazy. It's like a Michael Jackson Thriller moment where you suddenly see the yellow eyes, but Bruce has got green, lime green eyes. It's the venom surging through his system. Catwoman's trying to calm him down, telling him to focus. He needs to calm it. But in the background, we can see many more red hoods. They're all over the place. They're like, holy shit, look at him. He's one of them. The boss was right. They are making monsters. There's a pretty cool panel here where you see it reflected in Catwoman's crazy cool helmet. Look at them, they're approaching. The Red Hoods. The Red Hoods are coming. Oh my god, that reminds me of that Batman Superman movie. Oh, I almost forgot to say spoilers for the next scene. If you don't want to have it spoiled, maybe jump ahead to the end of the video where I'll have my score up. If you want to check that out. But I think this has already been spoiled. I know Bleeding Cool did. They spoiled it. It's the first appearance of a character. Some people are not happy with the design. Okay, I think I've waffled on enough. Are you ready? Can you guess who it's going to be before I show you? Here we go. Name's Harley Quinn, leader of the Red Hood. So, what's the plan, she says. Because Bruce is talking about he wants to burn down Arkham. What do you think of the design, guys? I don't know why, but my eyes are going straight to those cool, like, cartoony shoes. I'm getting, like, flashbacks to, I don't know what, like Looney Tunes or, yeah, Roger Rabbit. Remember that movie? Wow, that's going back a bit. I've got to say, I'm not sure about the design, but I'm impressed that she's got some Bruce Lee nunchucks. Get in. This is followed by this rather disturbing big panel here of a naked, giant monstrosity Bane. Look at him. The docs are talking like they've managed to push his system as far as it would go for a maximum infusion. And then Bane's talking about, soon you'll have my replacement and he'll have his new Bane. Then I'll finally be able to go home. Don't know what he's talking about here, so who's going to be his replacement? And have a new Bane. So, oh, got it. It must be talking about Batman's going to become the new Bane, isn't it? Yeah. But in the background there's a TV on and they go to watch it and guess what it is? It's Batman. He's hacked the signal. He's coming through to people of Gotham. He's telling them the city's under attack. Not by criminals or outlaws, but by its own leaders. He's saying the leaders have sold Gotham out to line their own pockets. Sold our safety, our freedom. There's nothing they won't sell. And he tells them about where they're growing monsters in this crazy thing underground, Arkham. I tried to show you with Black Mask, but I made the mistake of relying on the networks. Not anymore. I'm going to show you myself. Then there's a really funny line here. You ready for this? He says, I'm going to drag one of these monsters out into the light for all of you to see. Then I'm going to beat his ass. It's building. You know where we're going. Talking about you, Bane, you little bitch. This is crazy. It doesn't say bitch, it's just been blanked out. But you can imagine the curse word. I know you're listening. Tomorrow, midnight, the old Veterans Arena, you and me alone. And in case any of you are wondering who I am, try not to laugh here, folks. I'm Batman as Just want to start singing Jim from Weird Science Comics, Jim's song. He's got a great Batman AF song. Then we go back to another flashback. We've got Bruce talking to Wayland. Poor Wayland, what has he become? Anyway, it's talking about the fight. Are we ever going to see this fight? I hope so. But here there's a weird moment where Wayland fires Bruce as his trainer, his manager. I'm not really clear what's happened. There's a bit of a weird kind of jump in the story, but it sounds like he's offering Wayland money. I didn't think Falcone was going to, pay them off to throw the fight. Bruce is saying basically that, if he lasts up to the 7th round, that's as far as anyone, or it's further than anyone's ever been against Bibbo. This way you go out with dignity and you make enough cash to open the gym, you win. Okay, so I don't think asking to throw the fight, but basically they're betting on him to get to round 7 by the sounds of it. Wayland's not happy. He's like, okay, you fire Bruce Wayne. I'm going past the 7th. I'm going to win the whole thing. Now get out of here. And we're right near the end now, but basically just to condense it a bit, we've got Bruce and Selina talking. Selina, Catwoman, just doesn't want him to use the Venom. Don't do it. It's what they want him to do. I've seen what it does to people. But then Bruce replies that basically the Venom is the only way he thinks he can win, because Bane is just ridiculously OP. He's overpowered, isn't he? He's unstoppable. I don't even know how he's going to do it. So after offering her help once again, Bruce is saying no because he's going to use the Venom and she doesn't want him to do that. Though, okay, I think you might as well get out of here. And Alfred's like, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Alfred is still pissed off because, she caught him so easily. Okay, at the last page, we just see Bruce as Batman. He's driving the crazy Batmobile, the Bat truck, the Bat dumper in here, and he's gone down to the sewers. He's hunting Croc, poor mutated Wayland. Look at that, he's got a big basket now. He's got a big box of red meat. So it looks like, I reckon Batman's going to team up. He's going to use Croc to fight Bane. I think, he should be using Catwoman as well. He should welcome all the help he can get, but no, he's not having it. And that's where the issue ends. So yeah, for a score, let's think about it. To sum it up, I do like the character work in this, even though it's a bit of a slower, quieter issue. There's nice character work between Bruce and Selina, Batman and Catwoman in the Absolute Universe. Also pretty cool to get a little bit more on the Red Hood gang, even though the Harley reveal and the design's a bit, I don't know. It's, it is what it is. But, whoa, what to give it for a score? I'm a big fan of Nick Dragotta's art. I like it. I did like this issue, even though it was a little bit unclear what was going on about the fight, in the past. Were they asking, were they going to throw the fight? Or, why would they bet on him to get to round 7? What happens then? Anyway, a little bit unclear there. So it's going to lose a couple of 0.5. So I'm going to drop down to 7.5 out of 10. Still really enjoying it. Love the art. I think it's great. Really good colouring in this. But yeah, after the last issue, it's just insanity. This one, it does calm it down a bit and it is a little bit slower paced. Okay, so we've got 2 variants here. The one on the left is the, the Jenny Frisson. Jenny Frisson, oh my god, friction, burn, baby. Jenny Frisson variant. And the one on the right is the DNA, as you can see, David Nakayama. Both pretty awesome. Which one would you go? I guess it depends on what size, chest you're looking for. The DNA's got the bigger size, folks. So as always, thanks a million for watching. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. And I hope to see you in a future video. Do drop a comment. Let me know what you think of the issue. And if you're still enjoying the series. This has been Gray, Wakazashi's Tea House. A bit sore, a bit hungover, a bit tired. Had a crazy night last night and a week night as well. A school night. Oh dear. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Matane.